DoseOfDion. Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're doing something kind of interesting. So, luckily, LionsWire was on top of their game, and they were able to make this for me, and I don't even have to do it. I don't have to research this stuff. They were able to do it for us, so we're going to react to it. I haven't really looked through a lot of this, but apparently this is what the trade value would be for the third pick. Now, obviously, it's going to change every single year, and not every single year a third-round pick was traded. So we never know. Not the round pick, the third pick in the draft. So you never know. It really depends on needs, but we know Tua is going into the draft, so that could help out. And I want to react to this just to see what you would usually get, because we throw out numbers there like, oh, we'll get a fourth-round pick and a fifth. Does that ever even happen? You know what I mean? So I want to react to this to kind of get a feeling of what actually can happen and what's possible and what's probably reoccurring. That happens a lot of times. So let's get into it, okay? Bop. Okay, here we go. Detroit Lions have quite a few options with number 3 overall pick. One of those is trying to trade back. Exactly. Okay, so now let's go down a little bit. And they say, here we go. They say, the third pick has been traded 5 times in the last 20 years, most recently in 2018. Okay, so we're going to see 5 of these. So that's pretty cool. Okay, let's get this thing started. All right, here we go. 2018 Sam Darnold. Okay, now obviously, yeah, this is a recent one. This was actually a pretty big one. And it says, Indianapolis traded a first-round selection, their third pick, to the Jets in exchange for the Jets' first-round selection, the 6th. Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of that. So, in exchange for the Jets' first-round selection, the 6th, 2 second-round selections, 37th and 49th in a second round in 2019. Can you guys understand how much that is? That's 3 spots. You're giving them that much for 3 spots. The Jets needed a quarterback. I don't really think the Colts did. And boom, look at what they're getting in return. They're moving a few spots back, which could be potential with us. We know there's teams around 5, 6, 7, maybe even 8 that are looking at quarterback. They're getting that pick plus 2 second-rounders that season and next year's second round. That's huge. That's a lot in return. Now, that could be higher, because sometimes what you need, like some of those teams are like, hey, we just need to get a quarterback. We have to go spend it. And if you have the ability to do so, then sometimes you do. And that's really cool to see. So who knows? Maybe it is worth a lot. Let's keep getting through these, though, to see how often that actually can happen. It talks about what Indianapolis scored when they did this. They got Quentin Nelson. Obviously, we know he was probably the best lineman to come out of the draft. Really good player. They got my man Braden Smith, who is a right tackle, looking good. And the Colts traded this pick, so they traded their 49th pick away to probably move back again. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, you can see here the Colts got Rock Ya-Sin. So yes, they got Rock Ya-Sin out of that. They got a lot out of that, and I think that's definitely worth it. And that's something that we should know and keep an eye on out. Maybe we even get a lineman if we trade back. All right, 2013, a little bit further back. Deion Jordan to the Dolphins. Oakland traded this selection to Miami in exchange for Miami's 12th selection and a second-round selection, okay? So that's not bad. I mean, you're not getting the same amount of return. You're backing up a little bit further, but you're still getting another pick in the second round, which is huge. It says there were no winners in this trade. Jordan has started 14 games and bagged 10.5 sacks in 6 years that's tough. Between 2008. Okay, let's just move on. DJ Hayden, there was definitely no winner. So that one didn't go so well. So that's just unfortunate because that was just playing. That's not going to go well. Let's get to 2012 where Trent Richardson was to the Browns. Okay, we know this didn't go very well. Minnesota traded this selection to Cleveland for their fourth. Okay, so they moved up 1 spot. They literally moved up 1 spot. And they also the Minnesota Vikings acquired a 4th-round pick, a 5th-round pick, and a 7th. That's not bad. To move 1 spot, you're literally moving 1 spot. If you know you don't need that guy anyways, you're adding a 4th, a 5th, and a 7th. That's a no-brainer. And we know, I'm not even sure what happened to Trent Richardson. I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't know. They drafted Jarius Wright, Robert Blanton, and Scott Solomon. I'm pretty sure Solomon's a little bit. I've heard a little bit of Wright. Not a lot there, but they are later picks. But they can serve some depth. So it's still, you're moving 1 pick. If you're not going to take the dude anyways that they're looking at, then you might as well move back. Now, this one's 2000. This is going way back. Chris Samuels to the Redskins. Okay, so the 49ers traded their 3rd pick. Did I skip one? They traded the 3rd pick in 2000 for 2 first-rounders, a 12th and a 24th, a 4th and a 5th. Oh, my gosh. That's a ton in return. The Redskins landed a very good tackle from Alabama and Samuel. So, yes, you're moving further back, but you're getting 2 firsts and a 4th and a 5th. That's a complete steal. If that's a possibility, we need to jump on that. Who makes me think of that? The Dolphins. They got 2 first-round picks. Actually, I think they have 3 first-round picks. They make me think that it's a possibility. Let's see. Samuels would start all but 7 games in the next 8 seasons, earning 6 Pro Bowl nods. It was a great trade for Washington. Well, good thing for Washington, they made a heck of a trade. And yeah, you can tell they made a heck of a trade. So wow, that worked out perfectly for them. And I don't know if we have another one. 2017. Okay, Mitchell. Oh gosh. Mitchell Trubisky. Yep, I remember this one. I don't know why this is at the end, but it says there has only been one relevant instance of a team trading up from number 3. It's one the Lions fans know pretty well. The Bears move up from the 3rd to the 2nd in 2017. Guys, we don't need to do this. We don't need to go get our next Mitchell Trubisky. But this is, yeah, let's react to it. So San Francisco's traded their 2nd pick to Chicago in exchange for Chicago's 1st, 3rd, 4th. Wow, like this is a lot in return, y'all. If we can do anything like this and if the dude's not there that we want. So let's say, for example, the Dolphins. I don't know where all their picks are. I'm pretty sure they have one at 18, something along those lines. You go there, maybe you get a linebacker your first pick, and then you go 2nd round. Maybe you get 2 first rounders. I don't know. You get a linebacker. Maybe you get a cornerback, and then you go defensive line next round, and you're filled out most of your needs. Maybe in some of these cases you trade back to somewhere around 10. You get Isaiah Simmons at 10, then you add a 2nd pick overall. You get 2 second-round picks. You can go D-line and cornerback. You could go running back. You could go wide receiver. Maybe you can go quarterback. I mean, there's a lot of options, and apparently trading back what we've seen, you're going to get a good deal in return. We know the 3rd pick is very high and it's very valuable, especially when teams need these quarterbacks. Guys, I think this is an absolute perfect opportunity for us to trade it back, and I'm kind of excited to see if we do. So let me know your thoughts, comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'm out.